All right, folks, AliExpress order came in today. This one looks a little battered, but hopefully the stuff inside is not broken. Let us peel this apart and see what we got here. Ooh, almost stabbed myself. Very close. What we have, something I've been eyeing for quite a while. Wanted to try it for myself. It is an UltraSonic Cutter and Polisher. Mainly going to use it for post-processing 3D prints. Maybe fix some stuff with it. Let's unbox this and see what it looks like. Box does look pretty battered though, so hopefully, I mean, it should be okay inside, but still, you never know. Come on. Comes in a very nice case. There we go. We have charger, USB-C charger, cable, variety of blades. 1, 2. Screw and key. 2 hook and polish for these ones. These are just type of angle blades, I guess. These are supposed to be little finger condoms, I guess you can call them. So you don't cut yourself, which again, like I said, I almost did. These are, oh, I like this. A magnetic sheet or pad or mat. And I'm not sure what these are. What are these? I feel like these are probably blades that came off and just got stuck on. Oh yeah, I think they are. Oh my god. Where did it come out from? I'm guessing from this, the number 6 straights. What else here? Number 430 degrees. Number 5 flats, and I will safely put this away later. And then the goodie itself. We'll have to plug this in, let it charge a bit, I guess. There's already a blade in there. Can I turn this on and see what it looks like? Maybe not. Might have to plug it in. That's cool. We'll plug it in the bench later and see how it looks like. But yeah, that looks pretty damn cool. 40 kilohertz powerful ultrasonic cutter. 40k vibrations per second. We'll see how good this thing cuts. Stay tuned. All right, we're over at the bench. I was playing around with the UltraSonic Cutter, and let me tell you, this thing really means business. If you're not careful with this, it'll probably slice your finger off. So turns out it is not battery powered, but you have to plug it in through USB-C, 15 volt power at least. So let's open it up and take a look. When I first turned it on, I couldn't even tell if it was on or off, or I don't know what I was expecting. I think I was expecting the blades to be moving, but when you turn it on, you don't even hear anything. No hum, no nothing. But let me grab one of these containers here. This is just one of the plastic container used for storing stuff, but this is super thick plastic. You can probably cut it with a X-Acto knife, but would probably require a lot of force. But let's just show you what it sounds like when it actually does make contact with the surface. I don't know if you can hear this. Hold on, I gotta turn it on. See, don't hear anything. But if I put it on the side, you hear that? It's crazy, right? Now just to show you how sharp this thing is, we'll just go straight through. It's like butter. Look at that, just cuts it like nothing. So it's vibrating at supersonic speeds, I guess. On certain plastics, it will probably melt, which is probably what it kind of does. But with this type of knife, I can do a more intricate cut without putting that much force to it, like that. So what am I going to use it for though? Cleanup work when I'm doing 3D prints, I guess. I don't have any examples on here, but I could also modify frames, I guess, if I wanted to make it fit certain things. Let's pick one that's tattered to pieces like this. So I can chop off like bits of stubs off wood frames without worrying too much about too much work. I mean, some of these things, I guess, using a wire cutter might be good. But if you want to do really good cleanup stuff, like let's say some of these nubs are really hard to get rid of, and if you're just OCD and you just don't want it there, this blade will be able to get rid of it pretty easily, I think. Gone. Like that. Nice clean work. Again, you can use a hobby knife or X-Acto knife to shave it off slowly, or you can just use this and one time lop it off. So 400 bucks Canadian, is it worth it? I haven't really used it enough yet to warrant its price. I know of applications I'm thinking of using it for. I have used it a few times for modifying battery trays for my wood frames, but time will only tell how much I'll use this for 3D prints and other things. But aside from that, I think it's pretty cool. I still have to play around with the polisher, but I'll let you know how that goes. And that's about it. Like, follow, subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.